mga masters! Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning po sa inyong lahat dyan sa Pilipinas at sa buong Asian countries. At kung sama kayong lupalop ng ating daigdig, syempre hayaan niyo muna akong batiin po kayo ng good morning, good noon, good afternoon, good evening at good night na po sa mga ready ng matulog. At welcome po sa ating Master Worm Health Trivias. Bago pa tayo magsimula ay hingin ko muna ang inyong thumbs up. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe dito po sa ating channel Master Worm for more updated contents. At sana po ay naka-full bell notification po kayo para always kayong updated sa aking channel. So this is our third day and we're discussing about symptoms that requires immediate medical attention. So dito na po tayo sa swelling of the legs without injury. Sometimes our legs and feet can swell because of too much sitting and standing or even from being overweight. So syempre, gravity plays an important role po sa ating circulation as well. So if we have a sedentary lifestyle, which means that you're not moving a lot, halimbawa, ikaw po ay nakaupo lang po all day watching TV or hindi na po kayo, nasa office po kayo, nasa computer lang. So what happens is there's gonna be stasis of your circulation. Blood stasis po, hindi gumagalaw po yung iyong circulation. So that will also, or not just your blood, but also your body fluids. So nagsistay lang po sila kung saan po tayo because of gravity, nagsistay po sila sa ating legs. At the same time din po sa standing. So kung tayo ka lang ng tayo buong araw at hindi ka na po nakaupo, hindi ka na po nakahiga, or hindi ka na po gumagalaw, nakatayo ka lang, stagnant ka lang sa isang lugar, yun. So you are also prone for swelling of the legs. And of course, obesity po. Because once you have obesity, mga masters, there's gonna be a problem with your circulation. Kasi that your blood vessels, your arteries and veins may also be clogged up. Other causes of swelling of the legs include heart disease, vein issues, and kidney problems. So like I said, di ba? Pag obese ka na or meron ka na mga underlying problems, your heart may be at risk. So syempre, ang pumping ng dugo mo and circulation mo is already impaired. So kung minsan po ay nahihirapan na po ang backflow or pagbalik ng dugo natin sa papabalik sa ating heart. So which means na yung dugo or yung phlegm or fluids or whatever mga kailangan mag-circulate po sa ating katawan ay nasa-stuck up po sa ilalim, sa baba, sa ating lower extremities due to gravity. And vein issues po, meron po tayong mga problema sa veins natin, na ang veins natin po ay hindi healthy, clogged up po, or very thick po ang ating circulation. And of course, kidney po, that regulates water sa ating buong katawan. So pag may problema tayo sa kidney, tiyak na meron tayong mga swelling. If you are experiencing swelling in your legs, seek medical attention as it could be a symptom of something serious. Huwag niyo po i-take for granted pag nag-swelling po kayo. Pero syempre mga masters, halimbawa lang, ikaw po ay nag-travel, mga 10 hours, 15 hours na travel sa aeroplano or sa drive. So somehow, normal lang talaga pag hindi ka talaga nakatayo or hindi ka po naka-exercise, there's gonna be a possibility that you have a swelling of the extremities. Pero pag wala ka namang injury at wala namang specific event na nag-trigger at bigla ka pong nagising or bigla mo nang na-notice na nagsiswell ang legs mo, dyan po ay kailangan magpa-check up po kayo for immediate attention po yan. Another symptom requiring immediate medical attention is a sudden or severe or recurring abdominal pain. Bigla lang po siya, no? Sudden. Severe is sobrang sakit talaga. And of course, recurring, it's pabalik-balik po siya na abdominal pain. There are many reasons for abdominal pain, from constipation to chronic conditions. So tingnan natin kung ano po yung mga conditions na ito. So syempre yung una is if you have experienced an accident or injury. Halimbawa, ikaw po ay naglaro, o di ba, nag-basketball or nag-football, and bigla ka pong natamaan ng bola o nasipak ka sa abdominal area mo. As you can see sa picture po, meron kang hematoma, o di ba? So yun po, it can cause severe or sudden abdominal pain. Or the pain is accompanied by pain in the chest. So meron ka pang paninikip at sakit sa iyong dibdib, yan po ay kailangan na pong tumawag ng 911 or ang pinakamalapit na medical response team. Other factors that can also cause abdominal pain are ito po, appendicitis. Sino sa inyo familiar sa appendicitis? So appendicitis po is a condition in which the appendix becomes inflamed. Yung appendix po natin ay namamaga and filled with pus or nana sa loob, causing pain. The appendix is a pouch on the colon that has no known purpose. Actually, ang ating appendix ay, according sa studies, ay wala naman po talagang purpose. Parang auxiliary lang po, accessory organ lang po siya dyan sa loob na naka-attach po sa dulo ng ating colon. Another factor is of course gallbladder inflammation. So ang ating gallbladder po ay naka-attach po yan sa ilalim po ng ating atay, which ang gallbladder po ay siya po yung responsible para mag-store o magtago po ng concentrated na mga apdo or bile. Ang bile po ay isang fluid na produced by the liver that helps digest fats. So, importante po yan kasi pag kumakain po tayo ng mga fatty foods, ang bile or ang apdo natin ay responsible para i-break down po or i-digest ang mga taba or mga fats na nakain natin. And then another one is the kidney stones. Siyempre po, pag meron tayong bato sa ating kidney, ay masakit din po yung ating abdomens. Pancreatitis, ayun po, inflamed yung ating pancreas. It plays a vital role in both digestion and blood and sugar regulation. Okay, so ang pancreas po, importante po yan. Nagre-regulate din po ito ng ating, nagpo-produce pala ito ng digestive enzymes and hormones like insulin. Ito po yung ating pancreas, very important din po ito. So once nag-inflame po ang pancreas, that's what we call pancreatitis. And ito po ay masakit. Nagkukos din po ito ng abdominal pain. And of course, the last is diverticulitis. It is an inflammation or infection in one or more small pouches in the digestive tract. So ang digestive tract natin po, once na meron mga bulsa-bulsa po dyan, once na nag-inflame or na-infect po ang mga bulsa-bulsa dyan, at siya po ay magkakaroon tayo yan tinatawag na diverticulitis. So it's common sa mga ages above 40. Okay? So masakit talaga ang abdomen mo niyan pag meron kang diverticulitis. And syempre marami pa po yung mga factors na i-consider na nagko-cause po ng abdominal pain. But these symptoms like appendicitis, gallbladder inflammation, kidney stones, pancreatitis, diverticulitis, and more all require medical care. If you experience any severe or sudden abdominal pain, seek treatment. Punta kayo agad sa inyong pinakamalapit na emergency room. And another symptom requiring immediate medical attention is fever. Ayan po, lagnat. An elevated body temperature is the body's way of reacting to infection. Tandaan po yun yung mga masters ha, yung fever po ay hindi sakit. Ito po ay isang immune system response. Kung meron pong foreign body or meron pong infection or meron pong na-sense po yung ating immune system or ating brain na something is not supposed to be there sa loob ng katawan natin, ay mag-elevate po yung temperature. Because that will initiate ang ating immune system, ating white blood cells, para i-attack po yun. Attack niya po yung kung anumang foreign object dyan. Pero pag yung body temperature po is above 103 degrees Fahrenheit or 39.44 degrees Celsius, or meron kang lower grade fever which is between 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit or 37.5 degrees Celsius up to 100.3 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 degrees Celsius. Pero dapat ito po ay nagla-last for more than 7 days or keeps coming back and requires medical attention. So kailangan talaga pag medyo 1 week na po siya na ganyan ng low grade fever mo siya, hindi naman siya mag-aanong kataas, pero 7 days. At syempre yung high grade fever na minention natin kanina, yun po it requires medical attention na po. Another symptom requiring immediate medical attention is a sudden confusion or change in mental status. So sudden confusion, also known as delirium. Ayun po, medyo na-delirium ka, di ba? Narinig niyo yung word delirium, di ba? Or comes on quickly and includes signs such as struggling to focus. Ayun po, nawala ka na sa iyong focus agad. Mumbling, yung parang gumaganong sa salita ka mag-isa dyan na hindi na maintindihan. And appearing groggy. So imagine niyo lang po yung grogginess is like uminom ka po ng sleeping pill. Ayun, yun ang feeling mo. Nagising ka pero parang nakainom ka ng sleeping pill. Yan ang groggy. And not knowing who or where you are. Confused ka na po dito. And then seeing things that are not real. Ayan po ay nag-illusionate ka na, hallucinate ka na po. Yan po yung mga sudden confusion changes na dapat nating bantayan. Delirium has many possible causes. Ito po ay carbon monoxide poisoning. So yan po, nakalanghap ka po ng carbon monoxide which is a bad or a dangerous gas pag na-inhale natin na maramihan. Parkinson's disease, ayun po, i-discuss natin yan in the future. Stroke, seizures, cancer, infection, and more. So yun po yung mga nagkukos po ng sudden confusion or sudden change in mental status. So which require immediate medical attention po. Ito po yung mga nabanggit natin. Another symptom po is yung severe dizziness. Kailangan po natin ng immediate medical attention pag meron tayong severe dizziness. There are many reasons you may feel dizzy. Some are more serious than others. Some causes of dizziness include infection, and may infection po yung katawan mo, vertigo, di ba? Na-discuss natin yung vertigo, and medical or medication reactions, dehydration, and more. And if you are already experiencing severe dizziness or if you feel dizzy and experiencing other symptoms such as meron kang high fever, numbness or weakness, chest pain, vomiting, and stiff neck, ito po mga masters, be sure to seek medical attention immediately. Contact your nearest trusted medical provider kasi po yun, these are very important signs na para hindi natin i-take for granted. Alright mga masters, hanggang dito lang po tayo ha. Maraming salamat talaga sa inyong full love and support. I hope na nag-enjoy po kayo sa ating topic for today, and please don't forget to share it para makabenefit din po yung ating mga kaibigan at mga mahal natin sa buhay. Again, this is your one and only Master Worm, and God is great. Yahoo!